first of all, I want to ask you, now we are going to do bond valuation. Okay. And in bond valuation, why are we valuing the bond? In the first place, we should know why we are doing things. Okay. So first of all, I'll go and demonstrate to you why we are valuing the bond. And why do you value shares? Because bond valuation and share valuation has a very big weightage. In the sense it's tested often in the exam. Okay. So after bond valuation, we will be going into share valuation and then even company valuation. Okay. They're very particular about valuations. So, no, a bond is there, right? And it is having a par value. All of you all know what's a bond. I explained all that. All the basics was done. It is having a par value of 1,000, let us say, a coupon rate of 5%, and the market rate of 8%. Okay, will it be issued at a premium or a discount? Will it be issued at a premium or a discount?
Discount, sir.
Discount, yes. That basics you know, because the market rate is greater than the coupon rate. Okay. Of course, they have to reduce the price of the bond in order for the return to be equal to the market rate. Okay. Let us say this bond is a 5-year bond. Okay, 5-year tenure bond. How much will be? You know it's discount. It's going to be less than 1,000. Okay. But how much exactly is it going to be? That we are going to value. Previously, I had shown you, I had shown you like this, right? $50, that is 5% of 1,000 divided by the market rate should be 8%. Okay. So then what is the market rate? What's the market price? What's the market price? Can anybody tell me?
625.
625, but this is not the correct way of valuing the bond. Okay. This would be the correct way to value it if the bond is perpetual, in the sense that, there is no maturity, it's going forever. Then we can value it like this. But this is I just wanted to just show you that it will be issued at a discount. This is a rough and dirty way of calculating it. We have to take into account the tenure of the bond. Okay. Right. In order to value it correctly. And, okay. Now the question is, you have to value it correctly. Now, why do you want to value it? Let us say for argument's sake, we got 625 as the market price, theoretical market price of the bond. Okay, it's not that, but for argument's sake, let us say that it is 625. Okay. Why do you want to value it theoretically? First of all, tell me that. Okay, why do you want to value it theoretically? One thing, the company wants to value it theoretically because it wants to actually issue the bond at that particular price, because that is a logical, fair price of the bond. Okay. And sometimes the investors also would value the bond theoretically by, they would calculate it by mathematics, by using mathematics. Why should they do it when there's always already a market price? It will be quoting in the market. Demand and supply and everything put together would actually determine the market price for this bond. So why should we calculate it? Anybody?
Sir, can I say?
Yes, tell me, sir.
Sir, market has a better option than the bond issuing company. Market rate is higher than the offered interest, and the investor has a better option. Okay, so the investor should know how much is the actual value of the bond, whether it is on a premium or a discounted rate.
Okay, we got the discount. We calculated it's a discounted bond. Okay.
Yeah.
But why do we need to calculate this? Why do we need to calculate the exact figure for this? When there would be a market price, demand and supply would determine the market price, is it not?
Yeah.
See, let me just give you an explanation. Your video is on, Robert. If you're okay with it, no problem. Okay, right? It shouldn't be unawares.
No, it is not. I'm sorry, sir. I didn't
And
know.
that's okay. Okay, and I request people to put off the video because sometimes the reception is, it won't be so good if everybody puts it on. Okay, so suppose the market price was 700. Okay, you have calculated it to be 625. Then you know that if you are confident that your calculation is correct, you know that the bond is overpriced and you will not buy it. As an analyst, you would even advise your clients, don't buy it, it is overpriced. Okay. On the other hand, if the market price of this same bond is, let us say, quoting at 600, you will tell your clients or you yourself would buy this bond because you feel it's underpriced, its actual value or intrinsic value, as they call it, is 625. Okay. So this is the reason to find out whether the bond is overpriced or the asset, any asset, even share or bond, whether it's overpriced or underpriced, we do valuation. Okay. And at the CFA level, if you go to a CFA course, Chartered Financial Analyst, you'll do a lot of valuation. In the CMA, you would touch upon the basics and yes, go quite deep into it. Okay, you would go quite deep into it, but yes, in other courses, in other advanced, more advanced valuation courses, this is done in great depth. For this, the most common way of valuing assets is taking present value of all cash flows, all estimated cash flows from that asset, which is going to come from the asset. This is how we will calculate. So now my next question to you is, what is present value? Now I want to know your idea of present value. What is this present value? You have heard of it, right? Many of you all have heard of present values. Am I right?
Yeah, right, sir.
What is this?
Upon maturity of the bond, what should be the value at present?
Yeah. But why, like for example, I'll give you present value of 121 discounted at 10%. Okay, for 2 years. Okay, now this is the future value. 121 is the future value, what you will get in the future. What is the present value of this? What is the present value of this? Anybody?
100.
Who said? Sauradip Nandi. How did you say it, 100?
First year is 110. Second year is 11. Add 11. So 121.
So, but how did you know you have to start with 100? You guessed, right?
Not like guess, but daily basis calculation, one kind of easy calculation. That's why easily guess.
Okay. Right. You're right. So, okay, it is 100. So, why is it 100? Okay, now what is this present value? Now, when you are talking about a future value, the present value, let us say 500, let us say over 3 years, discounted, let us say 15%. Okay, the present value is something much lesser, is it not? Why is that? Tell me that, please. Why is it? Anybody? What is this concept of present value? Shraddha?
Present value is, sir, what amount we invest today to get some more amount in the future.
Correct.
Today's value.
That's nice. That is nice. So, in other words, if 121 is the future value after 2 years, how much will you put in the bank today to get 121 in the future? That is the present value. Okay. Now 100, Saurabdeep Nandi told 100 it is. It is correct because 100 if you put it today, after 1 year, it will get 10%, right? It will become 110. Am I right? Got it? And then you invest it for another year. This principal plus interest would get 10% interest again. When you invest it for another year, 110 into 1.10, okay, will become 121. Okay, it will become 121. So what have we done here? If you notice, we have done that. You see the present value. We don't know this actually. Okay, we would have to find this out, PV. But here we have put it because Mr. Nandi told it. Okay, but generally we don't know this. What amount should be put in the bank? That one, it multiplied into 1.10, okay, whole squared because we are multiplying it twice. If you see, it's for 2 years, will be equal to 121. This is what is called the future value. I will not put short form. We will think it's face value. It's future value. Okay. So if you notice, present value is equal to 121 divided by 1.10 the whole squared. Am I right? Correct? Dividing 1.10 on both the sides, doing some mathematics there. Is it clear?
Sir, the square is number of years?
Yes, I'll come to that. Okay.
Okay.
So this means if you want to put it in a formula, future value divided by 1 plus the interest or the discounting rate. Okay, that is 0.10, is it not? Whole to the power of n, where n is the number of years. N is equal to number of years. So that would give us the present value. Okay. Right. Even it can be also written like this, future value into 1 divided by 1 plus I to the power of n. It's the same thing. Okay. Got it. Now, in order to determine 121 into 1 divided by 1.10 the whole squared, how do you get this value? How did you get this? How do we get this value? How do we calculate it in our calculator? Or should we look at the present value tables? All that I'm going to tell you briefly now. How will you get this value? Anybody has an idea? This value, which I'm circling now, 1 divided by 1 divided by 1.10 the whole square. How are we going to?
Sir, 0.1 is representing the 10% of interest, and the 2 is 2 years. That,
yes, but how will we solve this and get a number for this?
Wow.
We have to get a number, no? 1 divided by 1.10 the whole squared. We have to get some number, right? Okay. How will we get that number? Okay, I will just show it to you. First of all, do you all have a 4-function calculator? Okay. So there I will show you how to get it in a calculator, how to get it in present value also. Just please everybody take this down. Take this part down because we have to go to solve this now. Okay. Right. So just write it down. 121 into 1 divided by 1.10 the whole square. Just write it down. Okay. Now I'll show you. I want you guys to have an ordinary calculator like this. No need of a scientific calculator. Okay. A 4-function calculator means which will do your addition, multiplication, division, subtraction. It should have memory. Okay, it should have a memory button. It should have preferably, if it's not there, you don't have to buy a new calculator. GT function, which means grand total. Okay, grand total will come to use when you are calculating present values. Okay, right. So this is memory recall. Okay, this correct and all that is just you may use it, you may not use it. And markup function, this is called markup function. We could use this. Okay, not necessary. It's not so important. Okay, but with this calculator, you can calculate present values. You don't need to have the table. Okay, right. So you can note the model, or if you don't have to buy this, if you have a similar calculator, that's enough. Okay. Now, I will show you the present value tables as well. Okay, I'll show you the present value tables as well. I have made it in Excel. You will have it on your text. It will be given to you. It will be given to you by your in the exam. Okay. The numbers would be given to you. So this is it. This is the present value tables. So what would you do? What was that thing which you had to solve? 121 into 1 divided by 1.10 the whole squared, right? This 1 divided by 10 the whole square can be found here. Can you, anybody of you all tell me what is the value? You will have to see for 10% interest
2 years, second,
for 2 years.
which is 0.8264.
0.8264. Now multiply 121 into 1.8264. How much will you get? How much will you get? Yes, guys, come on.
99.99.
99.99.
100
sir.
approximately.
100.
If you take all the decimal places, you'll get 100. Okay. Right. So this is the present value. Now, how do you get this in your calculator? We got it from the present value tables. You don't have to know it in the calculator, but I'll tell you. So now everybody who has a calculator, I hope all of you all have calculators. Do you all have calculators?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Do 1 divided by 1.10. Do that. And press equals. How much will you get? 1 divided by 1.10?
0.909.
You will get this one. Correct?
Oh, yeah.
Press equals again. Do you get this?
Yeah, 82644.
That's all. You got it. So if you want to do it for 2 years, press equal signs twice.
75. Yeah. Yeah.
You will get 0.8264. If you want to do for 3 years, press again, you will get this 7.7513. You understood? Okay. Everybody is getting it in their calculator. There are some calculators, maybe it's not coming. Okay. See, 1 divided by 1.10 will give you this. Okay. Press equal sign twice, you should get this. Are you getting it? Everybody?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Anybody
Yes,
who is
sir.
not? Anybody is not getting it?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're getting it or you're not getting it?
Getting, sir.
I am
Getting
not
it.
getting.
Who is not getting?
It's me, Harris.
Harris,
In my
you're not
calculator,
getting. Oh, okay. Your calculator might be a little different. I'll tell you what to do. Okay. Do 1
Yeah.
divided by 1.10. You have got an ordinary calculator, right?
yeah, same, but different
Okay,
model number.
Okay, okay. Do 1 divided by 1.10. What do you get?
0.9090.
You got this, right?
Yeah.
Now press multiplication sign twice. Press multiplication sign twice.
Yes, okay.
Now press equals.
Okay.
You'll get this.
0.826.
Yes, that's how you should do it in your calculator.
Okay.
You understood?
Okay.
Okay. So anyway, don't have to
Multiplication and
worry about
transfer.
it. This is to do it fast. Okay. In the exam, they're going to give you present value tables. Okay. Got it. Okay. Now I'm going to test you in different ways. Now, discounting rate is 15%. 1, 2, 3. Okay. 1 minute. Huh? Okay. The future value is 182.550, let us say. Okay. 50. Future value. That means after 3 years, you're going to get 182.50. And the bank is giving you 15%. So look at it this way. You want 182.50 after 3 years when the bank is giving you 15% interest. How much will you put in the bank now? In other words, what is going to be your present value? Can you calculate and tell me?
137.61.
No. 3 years, 15%. Others?
So 138.
No.
Sir, 119.66.
Sir, 119, sir.
120, sir.
120. 120 is correct. 120 is correct.
119.99.
Oh, that's 120.
Yeah, 120.
120 is correct. So what did you do? In your calculator, you will have to put 1 divided by 1.15 equals 3 times. That would give you, when you do this, it gives you actually 1.1 divided by 1.15, the whole cube. It's giving you this value. Okay. That is whatever. What is that value? 1 divided by 1.15, once, twice, thrice. It is going to give you 0.657 75, whatever. Okay. Multiply this into 182.5 and you'll get 120 approximately. So if you put 120 in the bank now, after 3 years, you're going to have this much. Okay, you can even verify it. Multiply it into 1.15 into 1.15 into 1.15 and you will get this. Okay. Got it. Understood the concept of present value? It's very important that you understand the concept of present value before we go on to bond valuations. Okay. This is called present value of a dollar. Okay. Now we'll come to present value of an annuity. Okay. Now, everybody understood this? Is there any doubt in this calculation of present value?
Sir, here we have a future value 182.5.
Yes.
So
Yes.
if that is not given, the current investment amount we have, say for example 120, then what would be the future value? How to reach to that?
Yes. I will tell you that. The future value is just multiplying it like this. You understood? Right. So in other words, the future value is, if you want in a formula, present value into 1 plus the interest rate whole to the power of n, where n is the number of years. This will give you future value. You understood?
Okay. So that will take you to 182.5.
Correct. In fact, if you see, the present value here is 120, right? Into 1.15, which is nothing but 1 plus 15%, whole cubed, because you're multiplying it 3 times, should give you 182.50. Got it?
Clear,
Got it?
sir.
Yeah. See, from this formula only we get present value, is it not? Future value is equal to, future value divided by 1 plus I whole to the power of n is equal to present value. Right? From here itself we get it. From this expression. Clear, Robert?
Yeah, clear, sir. Now it's clear.
Okay. Any doubts so far, guys? Anybody? Akhila, Pooja, Manjunath?
Clear, sir.
Manjunath, let me see the list. Okay. Hello, Shiv. Shiv, I think you are a new person. I think a demo person, right? Welcome.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. If you have
Yes,
any
sir.
doubts, let me know. Okay.
Okay, sir. Okay.
Okay. Right. Now I'm going to show you present value of an annuity. What is the present value of an annuity? Now let us talk about, right. Suppose you want to have $100 after every year for 3 years. Okay, you want $100 after every year for 3 years. So if an amount repeats, okay, that becomes present value of an annuity. But let me explain again. How much should you put in the bank for you to withdraw $100 every year for 3 years? How much should you put in the bank? If bank is giving you no interest, imagine bank is not giving any interest. How much will you put in the bank today? Here, how much will you put? Yeah, you want to just take out $100 every year for 3 years. How much money you should put in the bank now?
300.
300, obviously, right? Right. If you put 300 today, you can take out 100, 100, 100. Bank is not giving you interest. Now, if bank gives you interest, let us say 10%, should you put 300 or should you put a lesser amount?
Lesser amount, sir.
Yes, obviously lesser amount, right? If bank doesn't give you interest, you'll put 300. Otherwise, you will put a lesser amount. What is that lesser amount? What is that amount you should put? That is a present value of an annuity. What is the amount you should put to take out 300, 100 every year if the bank is giving you 10%? What you should do is find out the present value of this 100. How much is it? You're getting it after 1 year. How much is it? Can you tell me? Yes, this 100 at 10%, you're getting after 1 year. So what is the present value of that?
1000.
90.9.
Yes.
91, sir.
Yeah, let us say 91. Okay. 1 divided by 1.10 into 100. So approximately, we will not use too many points. We'll say 91. Okay. What is the present value of this? Because this 100 you're getting after 2 years. What is the present value of that? Can you tell me? 1 divided by 1.10 equals into 100. How much will you get?
83.
83.
No, 83.
Sir,
But I
82.
think 82.64. I know I told no need of decimal places, but then you may not get very accurate values. Okay, so we'll see. Okay, right. And now this 100, you have to take the present value. How much will you get? How much will you get?
75.13.
Oh, you guys have become experts now in calculating without present
Table.
value tables. Okay, So 75.13. The sum of all these three would be the amount you should put in the bank now. Okay. So add up all these three. How much will you get? 75.13 plus
248.77, sir.
plus 91. 248.77. This is the amount you should put in the bank today. See, it's much less than 300, is it not? If you put 248.77, you can withdraw 300 in the future. Okay, this is the present value of an annuity. Okay, how did we do this? If you notice, what we did was 100 into 1.10, right? Then we added another 100 into 1.10 the whole squared. Plus, then what did we do? 1 second.
100 into 1.10 power to the 3.
Correct. Into plus, this is plus.
Yes.
100 into 1 divided by 1.10 whole cube. This is what we did here to get this 248. Now, mathematically, if you take 100 out, we have 1.10 plus 1.10 whole squared plus 1.10 whole cube. Am I right? It's the same as this, right? It's the same as this. Okay. Right. Now, this factor is what we will get in the present value tables. This factor. This factor is what you will get in the present value of an annuity table. Okay. So I will show you that. Fine. I will show you that in the present value table. This factor is the present value of an annuity. We'll get a number for this. So now we'll go to the present value table. Okay. We'll go now to the present value table. First of all, I would like you to take down this number, what we got the result, 248.77. Please take down this number, everybody. Okay. Then I will go to the present value table. Now, this is the present value table, which I have made it on Excel. But this is for a dollar. Now I need for an annuity. That I have got it here. This is for an annuity. Okay. Right. Now, what should I see is, I should see for 3 years, at 10%. Here, for 3 years at 10%. How much will I get? What is the value?
2.4, sir. 2.48.
This one. Multiply this into 100. That 100 what we got into 2 point. Now this is, what is this value? This value is nothing but 1 divided by 1.10 plus 1 divided by 1.10 whole squared plus 1 divided by 1.10 whole cubed. That is what this value is. You understood? This 2.48, which is given in the present value tables. Multiply this into 100. How much will you get? You will get that same result which you got, approximately that much, right? 248.77 is what we got. You will get here 248.6852, which is more accurate. Okay. You got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now how do we get this value in our calculator? Now, for people who have GT function, this is very easy. How many of you all have got the GT function in your calculator? That GT which I showed you earlier, grand total. Do you have?
Yes, sir.
Okay, then I'll tell you a secret how to do it. Do 1.10. How much will you get? 1 divided by 1.10, how much will you get? Robert?
0.9090.
Okay.
0.91.
Okay, right. Press equals again.
0.826.
Press equals again.
0.751.
Now press GT. Just press GT.
135.99.
Uh-huh.
Oh, that is.
No, just clear your memory. To clear your memory,
2.486852.
you get it, is it? Who got it?
Shivam.
Shivam, you got it. You also have GT with you?
Yes, sir.
Then you just do that. Do it
Yeah.
again, Robert. Just clear your memory.
Yeah, got it, sir. 2.486.
Yeah, see, it's so simple. No, you don't even have to
Yes.
look at the
Yes.
table. People who don't have the GT function will have to use memory keys. Press equals, press memory plus. Press equals, put memory plus. Press equals, put memory plus, and then you put recall memory. Okay. You'll have to do all that in order to get it in your calculator. Otherwise, look in the present value. Yes.
When I do it the other way with the multiplication, I'm getting 2.885.
2.885.
885.
You are getting it because, if you are doing the multiplication, it is actually multiplying an extra time. Yeah, I can show you how to do it, but you have to be in front of me. Okay. For me to show
Okay.
you. You can do trial and error. You will get it. Okay. In your calculator also, it's possible. Okay. But why am I not going to go into the details of teaching you that? Is because it's not necessary. The value is given to you in the present value table. Okay. This is to do it fast.
Yes.
Suppose in office you want to do it. You cannot tell your boss, sir, I'll go get my present value tables. You can do it in your calculator. And we do use in practical life. I have used many times present values for project evaluations. Okay. I would do it just in Excel. But yeah, we do use it. Okay. This whole table is made in Excel by me in probably 5 seconds. Okay. You can do it. Okay, you can do it because if you notice the formula, if I just show it to you, okay, why am I telling you? In your office, even you can do it. You see the formula bar. Okay, so if you see here, I have put some referencing. Okay, I have put some referencing and all that and arrived at it like this. Okay, then of course you can. I'm not going to go into the details of how to make it in Excel. You will have to figure it out yourself. But I'm showing you how to refer, how to look into the table and how to calculate it in the calculator. If you have the GT function, it's very easy. If you don't have the GT function, you have to use memory keys. Do it trial and error. Okay, and see if you get it. Fine. So for bond valuation, you will have to use both present value of an annuity and present value of a dollar. Present value of a dollar you would use for the maturity value, and present value of an annuity you would use for the interest value. Okay? Got it? Now remember, what is that amount we got? 248 point, how much?
77. 77.
77.
If you put this in the bank, the first year it will get interest, is it not? 1.10. How much will you have? How much will you have at the end of year 1?
23.64.
248.77 into, you will not get exact value, but anyway, 273.65
64.
I will put. Okay. Right. Then after that, you will take $100 out. Am I right? Because every year you're going to take $100 out. How much will you be left? You'll be left with 173.65. Am I right? Got it? 173.65 will gain, the second year it will gain 1.10. How much will you have?
191.02.
191.01 it is. Okay, anyway, right, 01 minus 100, because you will take out 100. Every year you are going to take out 100, is it not? You will have how much? 91.01. Okay. Year 3, 91.01 will be in your bank. It will gain interest of 10%. How much will you have?
100.11.
100.11.
You will have 100.11. You will take out 100. So you should have strictly, if you take all the decimal places, you should have 0 by then. You understood? So this is proving that if you put 248.77 in the bank today, you can take out 300, 100 each every year. And then after that, it will become 0. Okay. You understood the concept, no? Of present value of annuity?
Yeah, clear, sir.
Clear, no?
Sir, is this the same thing applied in EMIs? Something like?
Correct. It is applied in a different way. I can show you how to calculate your EMI with the 4-function calculator. Okay. With the 4-function calculator, we can get the EMIs. Okay. We don't have to depend on the bank to give you the figure. And I verified it with the bank. Okay. In fact, I have got a model here. I'll just show you. It's all to do with present values. It's all to do with present value. Okay, wait, I will share it with you. Okay, can you see this? Okay, this is for yearly installment. I have got monthly installment also. Okay, I show you monthly installment. Monthly installment is a EMI, what you call it. What is the full form of EMI? Anybody?
Equal monthly installment.
Equated monthly installments.
Equated, they call it. But anyways, see now, if you all have actually I had done it for my colleague. Okay, I had done this for my colleague and we verified with the bank. So this is my model, which I have done it, but you can get it anywhere. It's no big deal. Okay. Right. So if you are taken a loan amount of, let us say, 20 lakhs or whatever, okay, and 8.15% interest, 240 months, that is how much is 240 months? 20 years. Am I right?
Yes.
Right. So this much will be your monthly installment, 16,916. You will pay every month. Okay, and at the end of 240 months, it will become 0. Okay, it should become 0, but it's getting some minus 14, that's all. That is okay. That's rounding off. Okay. So this is how you can find out. It's all to do with present values. And you see one thing I want to tell you. Can anybody tell me how much is the interest you pay? See, how do you calculate the interest you are going to pay for this loan? Total interest. This monthly installment into 240 is your total amount what you will pay, is it not? Okay, this much amount you will pay the bank. You have taken a loan of this much, 2 million. So your interest is going to be this one minus this one. Okay. So in other words, 2 million or 20 lakhs, 59,000 you'll pay interest for a 20 lakh loan. Okay, you're going to pay more interest than the principal itself you have taken. Okay, just the interest you're paying this much. Yeah, the more the period, the higher, the more interest you will pay. The EMI will be less, but the total interest which you will pay is more. Anyway, that's another thing. But this is also going to be tested for you in section B. Okay, in not a very complex way, in a small way. I will show that to you when it comes to it. Okay, this is just to show that I have such a model. Okay, so now I think you are ready for the bond concepts. Now, in a bond, when you value it, it's all about present values, as I told you. Bond and share valuation both are on present values. So, if there is a 5-year bond, what are the cash flows? First of all, you will get the maturity amount after 5 years. Let us say 100,000. You are going to get the maturity amount after 5 years. Then if it's a bond which is paying you 10% interest, let us say, every year you are going to get how much? 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Every year, how much interest will you get? It's a 5-year bond. Come on, tell me, guys, every year how much interest will you get?
10%.
Yeah, 10%, I understand. How much is the amount? You don't want to calculate? Yes, 10% per annum, is it not? How much will you get every year? How much will you get interest? What's happening?
10,000.
Yes, I'm asking a very simple question. 10,000, 10,000, 10,000. Okay. We will do this exercise now. You now have to take, if you want to value this bond, how much it will get issued. Okay, you will have to take the present value of this 100,000 and present value of all these interest amounts. Discounted at what rate? Not at the coupon rate. This is the coupon rate. Not at the coupon rate, but at the market rate. Now I have to give you the market rate of interest. Let us say the market rate of interest is 8%. Now, come on, without calculating, just tell me, without calculating, just tell me one thing. Will the bond value be more than this 100,000 or less than the 100,000?
More than, sir.
More than. Okay, now value this bond for me. Value this bond for me. I'll give you a hint how to value. First of all, you have to take present value of this 100,000. Discounted, always at the market rate. Never, ever discount it at the coupon rate. This is a common mistake people make. Okay. All the discounting should be done at the market rate because that is the rate available for you for your returns. Okay. So you have to discount it at the market rate. So you have to now discount 100,000 at the market rate, and then you have to discount all these, which is the present value of an annuity, all these interest payments at the market rate, and then you will get the value of the bond. I'll give you some time. Can you do it? Do you need the present value tables? If you need the present value tables, it is there in your text. So search in your text for the present value tables. You all have your text with you handy? Do you have a hard copy or do you have electronic copy of your text?
Soft copy.
Soft copy only, right? It might be in section B somewhere. Present value, you can just check. Okay, you will get the present value tables. You will get the present value tables. Or you can do it in your calculator, people who have the calculator. Okay, start off please and try to value it. Is it possible? Can you all do it? Shraddha, will you be able to do it? Shraddha?
Sir, is it 68,058?
It won't be because you should get, oh yeah, that is only for the maturity amount I think you have done, correct?
Yeah.
You should do for the interest payments also, the present value.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see if what you have told is correct. Yes, correct. You're right. That maturity amount, you got it correct. Okay, maturity amount, you got it correct. Robert, can you do it?
Sir, I got the maturity amount, what you said.
68,058, correct?
Yeah, right.
Perfect. That part is right. We will do. Don't worry. If you can't get it in the calculator, we'll go to the present value tables and get it. Okay. So people who can do it in the calculator after I've shown you, try to do it. We got the present value of this. Now you have to get the present value of all this. One, two, three, four, five. GT into 10,000. Yeah, I got a figure. I'm waiting for your figures. Discount at the market rate. Do not discount at coupon rate. Okay. Yes. Manjunath, how are you drawing on my board? Manjunath's name is coming here. I'm the host, no? Okay. Anybody got present value of an annuity for these interest amounts? People have the GT function. What they have to do is 1.1 divided by 1.08. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's a 5-year. Then press GT. You'll get the present value of an annuity multiplied
3.9927, sir.
into 10,000. How much will you get?
3.9927.
You have to multiply it into 10,000 because that is the amount you have to multiply. That is the amount which is going to repeat. How much will you get?
39,927.
Correct. And I also got that amount. 39,927. Now, the sum of these two amounts will be your bond value. And it should be more than 100,000. Otherwise, it will be wrong. Okay. Otherwise, it's going to be wrong. Yeah. How much is it? How much is it?
107,985.
107,985, sir.
This is the value of the bond. The present value of all cash flows discounted at the market rate of interest. And as expected, it is more than 100,000. Why is it more than 100,000? Because its coupon rate is greater than the market rate. You got it? You got it, guys? Okay. Now we'll go to the present value tables and get it. Okay, we'll go to the present value tables and get it. But remember this amounts. Just note down these amounts. Write it down. Write it down because we should get the same. Okay? Got it? All right. Now, people who did not do it on the calculator, you should do it. You should do it. I'll just show you the present value table. You should pick it up. Okay. First, the present value for $. Which is the value you will take for the maturity amount. People who did not get it in the calculator, which is the value you will take for the maturity amount. Can you tell me? Akila, which value you will take for the present value for the maturity amount of 100,000, which you'll get after 5 years?
So 0.68.
Yes. 8% for 5 years. 0.68. Multiply this into 100,000. Okay. Multiply this into 100,000. You will get some amount. Actually, if I expand it, the decimal places, okay, we will know exactly the amount which we'll get. Okay. Right. Take about 3 or 4 decimal places. Fine, that is enough. And then for the interest amounts, you will go to the present value of an annuity table, which is available in your text. It will be available to you in the exam also. Okay. Present value of an annuity table. Now, which one will you pick up? Which one will you pick up? Which is the value you'll pick up?
$3.99271, sir.
3.99271. 8% for 5 years. For 5 years. 3.99271. Multiply this into how much? How much will you multiply this?
10% of bonds are 10,000.
10,000. You multiply that into 10,000 and add up both.
So in both cases, we will apply only the market rate. Huh?
Yes. Always the market rate. Never, ever will you discount at any other rate. Okay?
Because I was doing for the interest part, I was doing at 10%.
No, that's a common mistake everybody does. That's why I mentioned in the beginning itself. Always discount in the market rate. Now I'm repeating so many times now, still people make the mistake of discounting at the coupon rate. Okay, be very careful on that. Okay. Right. Got it? Shall I give you another valuation exercise?
Sir,
Yeah.
Sir,
Yeah, Robert.
I think Harris is trying to.
yeah.
What?
Okay.
What?
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, please.
In this
When you are starting,
case, in this case, we are paying more to get 100,000 after 5 years, right? This is what we.
Correct. You're right. You're paying a premium.
Yeah.
You're paying a premium. Okay. Why are you paying a premium? Because you're going to get a higher interest. Okay. It's just like when you want to when you want a higher rent for your property, you will go to a posh locality and buy that property, and you will pay more for the property, is it not? To get that higher rent. Similarly, to get a higher interest, you are paying a higher amount for the bond. Because the market is giving you only 8%, but this bond is giving you 10%. You understood? So it is priced.
Right.
So it is priced higher. Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Robert?
Sir, these two tables, this annuity table and the other table, which is called present value dollar table.
Correct.
Okay. So here, these tables are provided in the exam or?
Yes, it's provided. I told you it will be provided.
Okay. So here, this is common. Say, for example, if in case the interest is like 7.5
Ah,
or 8.5.
then you have to do it in your calculator.
Yeah, that's what, you know,
But they will not give you like that.
it's going to be okay.
Yes, yes. They will not give you that. For me,
But
it's no problem. Let them give me anything.
yeah,
Okay.
that's what,
I will work it out in my calculator.
yeah,
Okay.
calculator would be,
Correct. And in office, I'm teaching you for work also. Okay. What I have to do here, very simple. Okay. What I would do here is, I'll increase this. Okay. So if they want 7.5, I'll just put 7.5 and everything is changed to 7.5. You understood?
yeah, clear, sir, clear.
In Excel, you can make this table in an Excel. So if you are using it for projects, etc., which I have used, okay, I have used, and in such cases, what we do is I just type the formula in Excel itself and go ahead. Okay, right. I don't even refer to any table. At that point, I will put the formula in Excel and analyze the project. Okay, so that's it. So I'll put it back to 7%, otherwise it will be confusion.